If someone paid you $1 million to never talk to me again, would you?
Damn.
I'm not her, it's okay.
I'm trying to be a stay-at-home wife and I don't have a husband.
Take it.
Like, so real, you deserve that $1 million. He's not gonna be your stay-at-home husband. He's not gonna be with you for life, but your $1 million will be. All right, guys, we're gonna establish this right here, okay? You sleep with anyone, guy or girl. Do you make sure the other person also finishes, yes or no?
You're on birth control?
I wasn't, but I don't think, no, you didn't do anything in me. Did you?
The first thing I hear when I put my earphones back in, man.
I knew your name.
It's a good start.
What's her full name?
Can I drink again?
What?
Wait, I'm confused.
Christina. It's Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, that's the one. You're right.
Do you remember my naked
The
body?
laugh in the
What
back
do you
from the
remember?
production
Oh my
staff.
God.
Is my penis cut or uncut?
Was it cut? Yes. No, because you're not from the United States. I don't know.
I am from the United
No,
States.
weren't you born?
Weren't you born in New York?
I thought you were born in like Russia.
No.
How many people had you slept with?
The Russia guy is somebody else.
Okay, here's a fun one.
Oh God.
Who was more interested in having sex again?
I want to say you. You do kind of flirt with me in the DMs
Sneaky.
sometimes.
What are you doing after this, by the way?
Going the home. You're walking.
I need a ride.
I don't
You
care.
know that.
Did you finish?
Did I finish?
All right, guys, we're gonna establish this right here, okay? You sleep with anyone, guy or girl. Do you make sure the other person also finishes, yes or no? Okay, good. Glad you guys are good people. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Y'all deserve it. Okay, not saying it does not happen to guys, but I've just heard a lot of girls, you know, like that. Once the guys finish, like, it doesn't matter, and the sex is done, so. OG YouTubers play truth or drink? Wait, that sounds lit.
Have you ever had a sex dream about me?
I'm not gonna like completely verify, but I'm sure at some point in our friendship, you might have creeped into a dream, butt naked.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't remember specifically though.
What's the worst thing you've heard someone
So
say
have they
about
always
me?
make content like
Yeah,
that?
this is like my nightmare.
About Megan Batoon? I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay.
We're both gonna take a shot, okay?
How about this? What's the worst thing you could say about her?
That I could say about Megan Batoon? It's the same thing that people could say about me, where it's like, we're so positive.
Yeah.
People think we're fake.
Right.
Cheers to staying positive in a negative world.
Love that.
Here.
What's the most dishonest thing you've done?
I like to think of myself in a really positive light, and obviously I'm a human, so I've done a few things that have been less than exciting to say.
Cheers.
I don't mean this of her at all, but something like I don't like is when people are like apologizing for something and then they're like, while they're apologizing, or it's like one of like the lines that they have, it feels like they have to include is like, I'm not perfect, like I make mistakes, but I think that's like a given. I think that almost sounds like, yeah, I mean like, yeah, I made the mistake, but like, I'm not perfect. But nobody's like saying you have to be perfect. They're just saying like, oh, you fucked up here. Everyone understands and knows that everyone makes mistakes. That should be given unless you do actually expect someone to be perfect and they're saying like, hey, like reminder, like people are not perfect. I don't think that's the case for almost all the time.
Between us, who makes more money?
It's probably me. But it's hard to say because, you know, I go hard. I'm constantly trying to crank out content. If someone paid you $1 million to never talk to me again, would you?
Damn.
$1 million is a lot.
Yes.
Wow.
I love you. We don't see each other a lot. Would you?
Would you take $1 million to stop your friendship on the count of three? 1, 2, 3.
I'm not her, it's okay.
I'm trying to be a stay-at-home wife and I don't have a husband.
Take it. I'm not mad.
That's so real. That's so real. You deserve that $1 million. You don't. He's not gonna be your stay-at-home husband. He's not gonna be with you for life. But your $1 million will be.
Why did you invite me here today?
You know, after you did what you did with my ex, I was hella sad, you know, and I guess I kind of missed you over the last year.
A weird way to do it.
A weird but kind of fun, you know, way to
Yeah.
get past
It's like that.
fucking my girl.
I figured that if we're never gonna speak again.
That's just crazy to me. I just don't know if I could ever forgive someone who like slept with my SO while I was with them.
Life is short. Can we just move on and be friends again?
Oh God.
Fuck it. Let's go.
I understand that. It kind of feels like relationships though, where like you're heartbroken and you like can't be with this person and you're like sad, but they were your best friend and it feels like the only person who can fix it is them. But you can't talk to them or go to them or be with them. So it just all sucks. But it feels like the only person who can fix it is the person who hurt you.
When we first met, were you just trying to hook up? Or were you looking for something serious?
Probably just trying to hook up.
Me too.
I just have the ick, man. Sorry, this is just my opinion. That one couple specifically. But I mean, at least it's not like early 20s or something. I think early 20s is a special effect. But 27, you're kind of like, like you can still make decisions for it. You're decently an adult. But I still think it's kind of on the questionable side a little bit, you know what I mean? The only reason why it would only feel more predatory in that way, like one way around versus the other. That's why it's more like on him than on her. It's kind of like borderline. It's not like she's like 18, you know?
Have you always been attracted to someone older? When did you move to Cougar Town?
When I found out the rent was cheaper.
Have you always been attracted to younger women?
I think when you're like 30, like honestly 30 onwards, you want to date someone who's like 60, whatever, man. I just think if you're in your 20s and when you're younger and et cetera, it is just...
Have you ever felt our age difference is inappropriate?
I did in the very beginning because you're younger than a lot of my friends' children. Okay. So I felt...
But she seems nice. That is a weird thing to experience though, that your SO is younger than your friends' kids. But she's 30 and then like this lady seems nice. I just don't. I think that's fine.
Do people ever get confused that we're a couple?
We were at his daughter's high school orientation or something, and like someone was like, oh, like what classes are you gonna sign up for or something? And I'm like, I don't.
Wow.
I graduated a long time ago.
The Asian genes. I forgot to tell you guys. I went to watch like the Super Bowl at like a friend's place and they had a bunch of people that I have never met. I met this girl. She was so sweet. She asked me how old I am and I tell her, I'm like, oh, guess. And then she said, are you still in college? 21, 22? And I was just like, I don't remember like, is it my headband? Is it my hair accessories and what I'm wearing? I don't know. I was wearing a plaid hoodie jacket thing with like a tank top and like, I don't know. That was crazy. Oh, that's what she said. She said I give off like very young energy. And I was telling her like, yeah, I mean like, I'm pretty sure it's because like I'm fucking like, I am years behind because I stream and play video games and just like do whatever all like that, like all that stuff all the time. My looks plus personality was what made her guess that I was younger.
How often do we have sex? Do you wish it was more or less?
Definitely more.
I would say same.
What's stopping you?
If we're being like a little more serious about it, I struggle a little with intimacy because of previous trauma, and so it makes it a little bit more difficult for me to get into that safe space of being comfortable, and it doesn't have anything to do with you.
I know.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you too.
If someone...
What are the negative ways our age difference has affected our relationship?
Me being into adulthood, that means I have that much more time having experiences or challenges, or like, do you feel like you missed out on your 20s?
I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it.
Did you feel like you grew up right away? Because all of a sudden you were dating someone who was a professional, who had this career.
Yeah, that's a fair question, you know, and I felt like I had to make sacrifices of what my pursuits were because Pam is like our breadwinner, so I have to prioritize like doing all of these tasks at home. Sometimes that can wear down on you.
She's our breadwinner, so I have to prioritize tasks at home. I mean, it's normal if like you both live together and you both have to contribute to things. But why would you say it like that? That makes it sound like you have to listen to her, which may not be the case, you know, but it sounds like you have to listen to her because she's the breadwinner. Yeah, if you're not working at all and then the other person's working, they're like, I'm okay with like working as long as like you do the chores. That's totally fine. I just think it's so weird. Not so weird, but like he didn't really say it like that.
Between us, who's gonna die first?
Well,
I mean, I feel like it's gonna be close. You're probably just gonna live a lot longer than you ever expected in your 90s. And he's like, why am I still here?
The trade-off is that I'm gonna be a grumpy old man
But you already
sooner.
are.
I yelled at some high school kids today.
Is this forever love?
I think so.
Until one of us dies.
Which is gonna be me.
And me, together. Die
Love you,
together.
sweetie.
I love you, sweetie.
I think no matter what happens at 65 or 66, that I'm still going to love you, and I'm still going to
Some
be
relationships
your
were
best friend.
weird.
And I don't
That
want
is
it to
true.
end at 66, but I just, we'll talk.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I would want my SO to die after me, because if I love someone that much or had spent so much of my time with someone, I don't want to be the one who has to live without them. It is selfish, it is. I think it's really sad when you hear stories of like a grandma and grandpa and like one of them passes away and then the other one is so sad that like they end up passing soon after because they're so sad that like their best friend when it was gone. But I am probably gonna go off now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. Good night. Good night, my dog. Favorite elder.